everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to explore one of the most creative and artistic technique used in fashion design and apparel construction, the draping. Draping is a pattern making technique where fabric is positioned, pinned and shaped directly on the dress form to create a garment design. Unlike flat pattern making, draping allowed designer to visualize the garment in three dimensions, making it easier to experiment with the silhouettes, folds, pleats, and styling details. The technique is widely used in haute couture, evening wear, bridal fashion, and experimental garment construction because it gives a designer more freedom and creativity. So let's understand the concept of draping. Draping involves arranging fabric on the dress form according to the body measurement and the design requirement. The fabric is manipulated using pins, folds, and gathers and various techniques until the desired design is achieved. Once the drape design is finalized, the fabrics are transformed onto the paper, which we call as a sloper, to create a garment patterns for the actual garment production. If we look into the history of draping, draping is one of the oldest techniques used in apparel construction. It originated in ancient civilization like Egypt, Greece, and Rome, where fabrics are wrapped and arranged directly on the body to create a garment, such as togas, chitons. Traditional clothing like Indian sari also reflects the draping technique. In the 20th century, draping became an important pattern making method in fashion design. Designers such as Madeline Vionnet popularized draping by creating a garment directly on the dress form to achieve a better fit and elegant silhouette. Today, draping is widely used in couture, bridal wear, and fashion education for creating creative and well fitted garments. Let's look into some of the important tools used in draping. The very first one is the dress form. It is the most essential tool used in draping where it represents a body shape and measurements. These dress forms are available in different sizes and different forms where you can pick and choose which is suitable for your design. So here let's understand the difference between the mannequin and the dress form. Dress form is a body shape tool which is mainly used for draping, pattern making, and garment construction, whereas the mannequin is full or a partial human figure mainly used for a displaying clothes in a store. Dress forms are used by fashion designers, the fashion students during a garment production, whereas these mannequins are used in retail stores, exhibition, and fashion displays. Usually, these dress forms are cushioned with a sponge layer and it is covered with the fabric so pin can be inserted very easily, whereas the mannequins usually made of plastic, fiberglass, or a metal and cannot be pinned into it. Dress forms focused on accurate body measurement and proper fitting, whereas the mannequins focuses on visual presentation and the styling. Few of the dress forms are often adjustable for a different body sizes, whereas these mannequins are usually fixed in a particular size or a pose. So let's learn about this dress form and how to choose this dress form for your designing in a future videos. The next tool is the muslin. Muslin is a plain cotton fabric commonly used for practicing draping because it is less expensive and it is easy to work with. Next we have pins. Pins helps to secure the fabric onto the dress form while shaping the garment. Then we have measuring tape used for taking a body measurement and checking a garment balance. A good fabric scissor essential for cutting a muslin and trimming excess fabric. Then we have a marking tool, let it be a fabric marker or a pencil that are used to indicate a seam line, dart, grain line or any other design details. So, why we need this draping technique? This draping technique is better in design visualization. Designers can directly see how the garment will look on the body, and it encourages the creativity, where the draping allows experimentation with the folds, pleats, gathers, and unique silhouettes, and it gives an accurate fit. Where draping helps to achieve a better fitting garment because the fabric is shaped directly on the form. This draping technique is ideal for complex designs where it is especially useful for couture garment, bridal wear, and asymmetrical designs. It is a three-dimensional understanding where the designer gain a practical understanding of a garment balance and fabric behavior. Along with these advantages, this draping also have few of the disadvantages. The very first one is it is time consuming. Draping requires patience and multiple adjustment before finalizing a design. It requires high skill and experience, where the beginner may find it difficult to control the fabric and maintain the symmetry. And it is an expensive process, where you need a dress form, muslin, and repeated fabric trials can increase the cost like anything. Difficult for mass production. Compared to flat pattern making, draping may not always be practical for a large scale production. So you can use this draping for like couture garment or for an individual where you are doing a customized garment. Then the space requirement. A draping needs a proper setup where the mannequins can be placed and work area is necessary to experiment with the design, where you can accommodate this dress form, the fabric and its fall and your work area, everything. So to say, the draping is both technical and artistic pattern making technique that plays a major role in apparel construction. It helps the designer transform their creative ideas into a real garment while achieving a better fit, balance, and innovation. Whether you are a fashion student or an aspiring designer, learning draping can greatly improve your garment construction and design skill. So, if you are interested, let's start this journey of learning about the draping together. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to follow, and we'll see you in the next video.